there you are. Now I gotta catch you. And I'm chasing you now.
Where's the sprint? That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, you left me in the dust there. When it comes to indoor cycling, pretty much everybody's heard of Peloton. But Zwift is what a lot of the serious cyclists use when they're just not able to ride outside. Here's how it works. A smart trainer connects to apps and it can adjust to make it harder, like if you're going up a hill. One of those apps is Zwift. It helps you exercise, but it's also a game. You're pedaling your bike in the real world, but you have this avatar. I wanted to learn more about Zwift, and I thought there was no better way to do that than to go for a ride with the company's CEO. I'm in New York City. You're in Long Beach right now. We're, what, 3,000 miles away, but we're actually riding together on screen. Is this the metaverse to you?
Absolutely. It's the metaverse. It's a virtual space where people come together, they engage, they build communities. If you look at the clubs that we have well over 20,000 clubs. It's really interesting, and the power of the community is, I think, unique to Zwift.
How do you develop courses? What's the process there?
We have a fantastic creative team, and what we've learned that over the years, these magical places like Watopia and now Makuri Islands are the kind of maps that our community would like to spend more of their time on. And that's partly because we can do crazy things, right? We can create tunnels under the water in the seabed. We can create roads above Manhattan. There are other people who can try to replicate and be more of a simulator. We want to be our own thing, and I think we can enhance what the real world is and just make it much more interesting. Do things that you otherwise can't do.
We see a lot of companies raising prices right now because of inflation. Am I correct in thinking that you guys have not raised prices?
We did raise prices 5 years ago, but we have not done so since then. But let's be honest, the cost of running our business has gotten more expensive. It's been really tough. The supply chain issues are real. We are trying to run a business that is profitable at some point. It's not at the moment. We're really focused on trying to onboard as many customers as possible and trying to make the pricing accessible.
You've raised over $500 million. Your investors want to see a return. What's the exit for them?
I think we all have aspirations of taking this company public. There's no doubt about it. Our investors have invested in this business because they think we will be the category leader. We believe we can do that through product.
Take us into the decision to launch Hand Cycles and tell me about the reception and what you've heard.
Back in September, we finally launched the Hand Cycle. It's available to everyone, but those who are using it are really those who are disabled. This is really about, living up to our values, which is about diversity and inclusivity. We have some responsibility in making sure we make those investments.
What's the breakdown of Zwift, male versus female?
It's 80% men, 20% women. So there's a lot of work to be done there. And this is why the sponsorship of the Women's Tour de France is so important for us.
Take me through the ROI on that. How does that translate into more people, paying $15 a month for Zwift?
If you're going to sponsor a bike race, you sponsor the Tour de France. So when the opportunity came up for us to really help support and relaunch the Women's Tour de France, we jumped at it. We'll have to find a sprint to do.
That was fast. I feel so bad. I'm throwing my colleague my sweaty towel. You used to work at a bank.
Yes.
Now you ride bikes all day.
I started my career on Wall Street many years ago. One of the inspirations for starting Zwift was to recreate my community, my experience, the competition, the training that I had in Central Park.
What does Zwift look like 3 to 5 years from now?
I think there will be a convergence. It's our job to make the interplay between indoor and outdoor as seamless as possible so that what's not lost in that interplay is the social connection and the ability to share experiences. I think that is a big unlock for how we can really contribute to the cycling industry.
I've never done anything like this before in terms of interviews.
You know, I've not done this before either, but I'm told that there are some tech leaders who, on a monthly basis, get on Zwift and have their catch-up calls. I think they find it amusing to be able to do some exercise at the same time.
All right, Eric, I'm gonna catch you.
Oh, here we go. Okay, that's enough for me. That's my workout for today.
Virtual high five.
That was great.
Thanks, Eric.
Awesome. Thanks, Tim. Let's do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again. I would love to.